Am I the asshole for staying with a girl who passed out? I, 22 male, went out with some friends and with a girl that I'm currently talking to, Molly, 23 female. We're in the talking stage and have been for about 3 weeks now. We went to this bar, we drank, we sat there for a few hours, and then decided to all go to this guy's house so we can continue drinking over there because there was a party going on. We came in 2 separate cars, and the one that I was in had me, Molly, and the driver, who was her cousin. As we were leaving, Molly and her cousin saw someone at the bar that they know, and they told the ones that came in the first car to leave and we would catch up with them soon. I went over with Molly and her cousin and introduced myself to the guy that they were speaking to. Not long after, I started to feel excluded. I didn't even know what they were talking about. I just told them that I was going to wait outside. Molly's a bitch. You're talking to this guy for about 3 weeks now. You see an acquaintance, a friend in a bar, and you don't even have the audacity. You don't even have the fucking manners to make sure that the one stranger in the group is not included in the conversation. God damn, who is raising you bitches? Well, outside on a bench, there was a girl knocked out cold. Her purse was on the floor and she was laying there with her phone in her hand. I went over to check on her to see if she was okay. It looked like she had passed out because she had too much to drink. I could smell the booze on her. Molly and her cousin came out and said that it was time to head out. I told them there's a girl here and she's passed out. Molly said, so what? She'll be fine. So much for girl code. Damn. I told her that she's fine now, but literally anything could happen to her if we left her here like this at night. She could get essayed, robbed, or even kidnapped. Molly wasn't having it, and neither was her cousin. They told me that she would be fine and that her friends were probably in the bar and they would come out to take her home. I went in the bar and asked around if anyone knew the girl outside, and I described what she looked like. No one knew her. Then I went outside and told them that no one knew who she was. At this point, they were visibly annoyed, and they told me to leave her and that I didn't even know her. Bro, you're not the asshole. You're absolutely not the asshole. I have literally been in a situation like this, not as the person passed out, but I found somebody passed out like in the middle of a big ass party. I have been in a situation like this, bro. You're not the asshole. You are a green flag if I've ever seen one. The cousin started the car and said, I'm leaving right now with or without you. Molly got into the car and said, what's it going to be? I said nothing, and then Molly started yelling at me, saying that I was ruining the night for everyone, and followed up with more yelling. The cousin just straight up hit the gas and left. I went back over to check on the girl, and I grabbed her purse and phone and went back in the bar to try to talk to the manager. He wasn't there. I asked the staff if we could possibly bring her in, and they said they couldn't do that. I went outside to the bench and I tried to wake her up, but she was really reluctant and I couldn't understand a word that she was saying. I tried to see if her phone was locked, and it was. She has an iPhone and I had an Android. It took me about 5 minutes to realize that I could use her fingerprints to unlock her phone, so I did. I went to the contacts and saw Mom, and I decided to call her. She picked up and I told her about the current situation. She said she was on her way and asked if I could kindly not leave her daughter's side until she arrived. I waited for about 15 minutes, and as I was waiting, Molly was texting me angry messages, asking if I liked the girl or something, and saying that I had ruined her night. Molly, get fucking real. Are you serious? Are you serious? This man is proving to be a really good guy. One of the few guys that I wouldn't mind having a drink around. And you are asking him if he likes the girl because he wants to make sure nothing bad happens to her. Bitch, are you serious? The mom came and we got her into the car. She thanked me and her dad was there too. He thanked me as well. They offered to take me home, but I declined and I ended up taking an Uber. Molly just kept blowing up my phone even after I got home. So I need to ask, am I the asshole? Bro, you are not the asshole. You are the furthest thing from the asshole. Not at all. Not even fucking close. Like I said, you are a major green flag. You are a major, major green flag. If the man that I'm with seen a girl passed out and his first reaction was to help her, the way my panties would fall to my ankles, it's like, oh, shit, babe, I'm so sorry. Let me pull these up and let's call her people because, boy, y'all don't even understand. Like, that's some sexy ass shit right there. That is some sexy shit. This man seen a woman vulnerable, laid out by herself, clearly too intoxicated to do anything. And his first reaction is, we need to get her help. And the woman that he's with is saying to leave her alone. You must like her. Bitch, I ain't never even spoke to her. She's been asleep our entire first fucking meeting. Sir, no. You are not the asshole, baby. Not at all. Not at all. I have been in this exact situation before. Y'all know I'm from California, and they used to do this thing called X-Fest. It was in downtown Modesto, but they moved it to Stockton, where they would block off like 4 or 5 blocks downtown and just be a big-ass block party. Like, rappers used to come. I met Waka Flocka there. Like, it was a thing. So, like, one year, me and my friends were out. You know, we're winding down. We're all pretty fucked up. And I see this man just laid out on the bench. And I peeped him. I'm like, okay. So I go on about my business. About 20 minutes later, I come back. Bro's still laying on the fucking bench. So I went over to the bench like, hey, bro, you good? Like, are you dead? Are you dead? So he was alive. He was breathing, but he was fucked up. Dude was fucked up. And his phone was laying next to him on the ground. So I picked the phone up and I text the last person that he had been talking to from my phone and was like, hey, your friend passed out right here. Like, where y'all at? Where y'all at? So basically, I ended up talking to like his mom or his sister or something. He didn't go there with her. He went with a group of friends after work, and something happened where he got drunk. They told him to sit right there, sober up a little bit, and they left him. They left him. So I ended up contacting the friends like, hey, where y'all at? Bring your ass back, get your friend. They told me they were on their way back and they'd be there in an hour. I waited. Nobody ever showed up to come and get this man. So like an hour later, I'm still in contact with whoever that person was. And I'm letting them know like, hey, I'm still here, but I'm getting ready to go home. I'm drunk as shit myself. I can't really do too much. I need you to send somebody to get your friend. Long story short, they did end up coming to pick him up. And for like months after that, I got text messages from the person that I contacted originally to tell him like, hey, this person's passed out, as well as the guy that was passed out, thanking me for helping them. I said all that just to say it doesn't take a lot of effort to help somebody. You see someone that needs help, and if you're able to help them, because you never know when it could be you in that situation. And me personally, I like to put that type of energy out there into the universe just in case it needs to make a full circle and come back to me. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my sister adopt my baby after she called me unfit for being a single mom? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I, 27 female, got pregnant unexpectedly after a short relationship. The father isn't involved, but I decided to keep the baby. My family has been supportive, except for my older sister, 34 female, who has been struggling with infertility for years. From the moment she found out I was pregnant, she's kept making comments like, it's not fair that you get to be a mom when you're not even married. She does not know that bitches don't have to be married to get pregnant. Who gonna tell her? Who gonna tell her? She's even suggested multiple times that I let her and her husband adopt my baby since they're better equipped to raise a child. I shut that shit down every time. After my son was born, she came to visit and started crying when she held him. I felt bad until she said, he should have been mine. You can't provide what he needs like we can. Bitch, leave. Because you're being disrespectful and you are way out of fucking line. You need to leave. I would never claim someone who said some shit like this to me as a sister. Never. This bitch would be dead to me. I told her she was way out of line and she exploded, calling me selfish for hoarding the baby while she's destined to be childless. Hoarding the baby that I created in my belly and pushed out of her majesty, my motherfucking self. You're accusing me of hoarding a child that belongs to me. Your sister needs fucking help. She needs help, like yesterday. I asked her to leave, and now she's telling our family that I'm heartless and ruining her only chance at being a mom. Some relatives think I should at least consider it, since being a single mom is hard. Am I the asshole? You are absolutely not the asshole. You being a single mom does not make you unfit. As long as your child is fed, loved, and taken care of, you are doing everything fucking right, Mom. You are doing everything right. And do not allow your sister to tell you fucking otherwise. She is sick. Your sister is sick. She needs help. She needs help last fucking month. I understand that what she's going through is heartbreaking. It is hard. It is a pain that so many women will never understand. And I feel for her. That is her reason, not her excuse. Her behavior is not okay. Her comments are not okay. Her going to family telling you that you're heartless and you're ruining her only chance to become a mom is absolutely not okay. Because you're not heartless. This is your motherfucking baby. Your baby. You're not ruining her only chance to become a mom. Adoption is always a fucking option. It's always a fucking option. Having a, what do they call it? A surrogate is also a fucking option. There are options. And if your sister is not willing to explore those options, then that's on her. That is on her. I would 100% distance myself from the family that told you to consider giving up your child because being a single mom is hard. It's hard. It's going to be hard. But when that baby wraps their little arms around your neck and they give you the tightest, strongest hug that they can give you, all of the blood, sweat, and the tears will be worth it. This is your baby. You love your baby already. You do not have to give up your child to make somebody else happy. Absolutely not. Baby, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Keep your baby. Am I the asshole for walking out of my dad's birthday dinner after being ambushed by my stepmom? I, 25 female, have always had a complicated relationship with my dad and his wife, my stepmom. My parents divorced when I was 8, and my dad remarried shortly after. His new wife brought 2 kids into the marriage, and they later had 2 more together. So I have 4 half-siblings and 2 step-siblings, all younger than I am. Growing up, I felt like I was always the odd one out. My dad's focus was on his new family, and while I was never outright excluded, I always felt like an afterthought. My mom raised me, and I visited my dad every other weekend, but as I got older, the visits became less frequent. I've made an effort to keep the peace over the years for the sake of my dad. I visit for holidays, and I attend family events, and I try to bond with my half-siblings. But unfortunately, my stepmom and I have never really gotten along. She's always criticizing me, my career, my clothes, even my decision to stay single for now. My dad usually stays out of it, saying that he doesn't want to take sides. That pisses me off so much, even just as much as the keep the peace type shit. Because if by you staying out of it, you are choosing a side. You are choosing a side. You are choosing to support the person that is doing me wrong. You're not bothering to speak up in my defense. You are stating clearly what side you're on. Last week was my dad's 50th birthday, and my stepmom organized a big dinner at a fancy restaurant. I showed up with a gift and was genuinely excited to celebrate with him. Things were fine until dessert was served. Then, my stepmom stood up and said, since we're all here, it's the perfect time to address some issues as a family. Bitch, no, it's not. No, it's not. If you want to have a talk as a family, you organize a meeting. At home, not in a fucking restaurant full of nothing but goddamn strangers. Bitch, are you serious? You're not the asshole. I would have left too, because that's not what the fuck I came here for. Immediately, I felt uneasy. She launched into a speech about how I've been distant and I don't do enough to blend into the family. She brought up things like how I don't call her on Mother's Day or babysit my half-siblings when they need help. She even mentioned that I missed a family barbecue last month. I had already explained that I had to work. Then my dad chimed in. He said he agreed with her and that it was time for me to take more of an effort to be a part of the family. He added that I should apologize to my stepmom for being cold towards her. All of these things are surrounded around her. You don't call me. You're cold towards me. You don't watch your step siblings so that I can have time to myself. This bitch is selfish as fuck. And your dad's an asshole for not saying anything. You do not have to be a free fucking babysitter simply because you're the oldest. Absolutely not. Because that's exactly where this is going. You don't watch the kids when we want you to watch the kids. So we have a problem with you not being a part of the family actively. Get the fuck out of here. I was stunned. This wasn't a birthday dinner. This was an ambush. I asked if anyone else felt this way, and my stepmom's parents, who were also there, chimed in, saying they'd always thought I was too independent and didn't value family enough. You mean the very family that treated OP like an afterthought, the very family that did not be active in her life when she was growing up. This woman has been around at least since OP was like 10 or 11 years old. You wait until she's 25 to tell her you're not an active part of the family after you guys have spent the better part of the last decade and then some proving to her that you don't see her as part of the family. All right, bitch. If anyone ever has a problem with someone being too independent, they need to look within themselves. Why does this person feel like they have to take care of themselves solely alone? Why do they not feel comfortable coming to you if they need to? It's all about the way you treat them is why they're so fucking independent, because they know they cannot count on you. They can't come to you for anything. At this point, I had heard enough. I stood up and said, if this is what you invited me here for, I'm leaving. My dad tried to stop me, saying that I was being dramatic, but I walked out. I went home, turned off my phone, and cried. Since then, my stepmom has been blowing up my phone, calling me selfish and ungrateful. For fucking what? Should I be grateful for the fact that you guys gathered together to sit here and have a smash session? You guys all decided we're going to rain down on Opie as hard as we fucking can to make her feel bad so she can do what the fuck we want her to do. And I'm ungrateful for not wanting to sit there and endure it. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. My dad texted me saying that he was disappointed in how I handled things and that I should have stayed to talk it out. Even my mom, who I told about the situation, said I could have stayed to keep the peace. I feel like I was ambushed and humiliated in front of everyone. Am I the asshole for walking out instead of staying and addressing the issues? You're absolutely not the asshole for not staying and listening to people continue to talk about you. There was no issue that you could address that they would have fucking listened to. These people have already made up their mind how they feel about it. Nothing you said that day in that restaurant would have changed anything. It would have just created a bigger problem. You would have been the asshole in the eyes of your family for causing a scene in a restaurant. There's nothing you could have done that would have made you come out on top in this situation. You don't owe your stepmom anything. You don't call her on Mother's Day, that's her fault. Why do you not want to call her to wish her a happy Mother's Day? It's something that she's done. Your dad is disappointed in you. Tell him that you were so disappointed in the fact that you allow his wife to treat you like this for your entire fucking life. Tell him that you're disappointed that he can't be a man, stand up on his own two motherfucking feet and come to the defense of his child. And tell your mom that you called to talk about it and not to get advice, because her advice is not something that we want to fucking listen to. You should have stayed and listened to these people talk about you in the worst ways to keep the peace. Why am I worried about keeping the peace with people who all think I'm such a terrible, independent, not active in the family person? Why would I give a fuck about the peace being kept within these trash ass people? Your mom needs to just sit down and be a listening ear. We need her to lock her lips and just listen.